So this video is to distinguish the three U's: the ideal, the real, and the true. The ideal self is the self that is the mask that we show to the world because we don't want them to know who we are. And it's also to mask who we think we need to be for others. And the real self is the emotional self that's underneath the ideal. So it may be the tough self, it might be the small, the one that's hurting, that we don't want to allow the world to see. It's covering up who we really are, which is the true self, which is the child of God, the being with infinite connection. So that's the true self. The real self often will have the aspect of being wounded when it was a child. For example, like when I was a child, I was in school and I got bullied, and there was this moment when I had like 4 people grab me, and it was in the school that I went to. It was a small one room schoolhouse, and we had a coal furnace in the basement, and they picked me up and acted as if they were gonna throw me into this furnace. And it was they picked me up, and I remember going in like head first, and I remember that feeling the heat. And so from that moment on, like the real self that I created was to get small anytime that I was threatened, or that I raised my voice, that I shared how I felt. Rather than sharing how I felt, I would just cover up and, put a smile on my face and become the nice guy, rather than sharing how I truly felt. So what ended up happening is I had a lot of rage that I was packing and stacking, and at the age of 27, I removed a gallbladder. There was that much rage within my vessel. And so the true self is what's underneath all of that pain, and that is the child of God that has infinite potential. And the ideal self is the one that said, oh, it's okay, everything's cool. And this was the work, wearing the mask, and making it seem to the outside world as if everything was okay, when on the inside it was fucking hell. So the three